Hello people, it's me again, Mr. Two Boats. And before I give it to my good friend Frank Peters, I just want to say what an incredible game. What an incredible game. But enough of me. Frank Peters, please, take it away.
Good afternoon, good morning, and good evening, wherever you are. On the brightest day, on a wonderful day like this, football is coming home. This game here, I didn't get to make a prediction on my last video, but if I made a prediction with no conviction, I would have said definitely I would have went for Inter Milan at the final. I wanted to probably go with Inter Milan versus Arsenal at the final. If I am honest, if Arsenal get to the final and play against Inter Milan, they're going to have to really put on the 5-gear boots. And what I mean by the 5-gear boots, that if they play against Inter Milan and they don't show up and they don't put their foot on the ball, and they do not, it's not about Inter Milan having to play against Arsenal, it's Arsenal having to play against Inter Milan. And what I mean by that, if Arsenal don't put as much effort as Inter Milan are going to put effort in, then it's going to be boys versus men on this game. That is just me having to look the way Inter are playing and the way Arsenal are playing. Arsenal will have to play the way they play against Real Madrid. They have to. Inter Milan are not playing games. They're not playing games. If Inter Milan score the first 2 goals, if Arsenal don't wake up and take away the whole, no, Arsenal can't be young boys. Arsenal can't be young men. They've got to be strong men. They've got to match Inter Milan. They've got to match their levels. They can't be any lower than that. They can't give any less than that. They've got to give 100% to this game. Inter Milan are coming to play rough. And what I mean by that, they're going to be barging Arsenal left, right, and center. I can see it. Arsenal after that, Arsenal, what they should do is not get caught up in that game. Inter Milan are going to try and come tough, strong, and bully them. What Arsenal got to do is play football. And that's what Arsenal want to do, play football, because Inter Milan are going to play football plus the rough game. Plus, we're coming to barge you. We're coming to push you around. And that could take Arsenal off their game, because what they could end up doing is complaining to the referee non-stop, and that just takes everyone off their game. While Inter Milan, that's the formation, and that's the game plan that they've decided to come with. So Arsenal need to make sure that the baggage that they put in their suitcase is correct when they go onto that pitch, that they cannot allow Inter Milan to bully them if Arsenal get to the finals against Inter Milan. In the other case, if it comes to Real Madrid, if it comes to PSG versus Inter Milan, it's going to look like one of those, everyone is going with pace. There's not going to be no slow pace if it comes to PSG versus Inter Milan in the finals. It's going to be a fast-paced game, a very fast-paced game. But this game here, there was no way Inter. I mean, like I said, for me, I would have gone with Inter, because one of my good friends did say that Inter got to the finals against Man City. It didn't go their way, and now here they are again in the finals. It could go their way. Barcelona have come from a long way from when Messi and Suarez and all the big boys have left. Barcelona give them a lot of credit and respect to where they are now. They've come from a long way to get to where they are, and they've progressed. You go think about it. Before Messi left, where were Barcelona? They were not where they are today. And it's good that it's good where they are right now. They are doing it without having to have Messi there, without having to have Busquets, Suarez, all the great players that were playing there once upon a time. They're doing it without those players. And this is where Barcelona really need to shine, without those players. Barcelona have definitely built a great team, and maybe it'll be their time next season, next Champions League. But this is one of them games, and they can't just rely on one player, Lamine Yamal. They can't do that. Everybody's got to be a Lamine Yamal. Messi, when Messi was there, it wasn't just Messi. It was all the players. So all they've got to do is just make sure on the next season that they don't just think, well, no, Lamine Yamal. No, we're all the team. Let's all play as hard as he plays. So that will get us to where we need to get to. I think with this game, looking at the highlights and looking at how everything went, it was inevitable. When I say inevitable, it's the way everyone played. As you can see, a fast-paced game. A fast-paced game. This is why I say if Arsenal get to the finals, it's not going to be a joke. A fast-paced game. Plus, we're coming to bully you. And in this game, there was, Barcelona went in this ground and said, you know what? We know what is going to happen. Let's play fast-paced game. And if they bully us, we'll bully them back and make sure that we score. Incredible game. Beautiful game. In the finals, whatever happens, I guess Inter Milan could still play the same game they're going to play. I don't think they need to change anything. The most important thing the most important thing I would say is that they don't try to do too much rough playing, too much let's bully our opponents, let's push, because that could take them off the actual game plan and the actual formation of the game that they're actually supposed to present when it comes to game time. Barcelona can only do well after this, Barcelona can only do well. They can only go up from now, and that's it. So as long as they stick, their spirit stays strong, they are going far places, and I'm sure they'll probably win the La Liga. Inter Milan, well done. They've come from a long way. We ain't seen, the last time Inter Milan got there is, like I said, against Man City. The last time they won the Champions League was with Jose Mourinho, and that was a very strong team as well. It's good to see teams that have won it and ain't won it for many years to climb back up, to get back up, to get back in these positions. It's good to see that. It would have been beautiful to see Romelu Lukaku in this position with them. It would have been very beautiful to see that. But well done to Barcelona. Well done to Barcelona. Well done to Inter Milan. What an exciting game! What a beautiful game! These games, these games, you just can't take nothing away from these games. The way we had the first game in a draw, and then we get this game. Extra time, last minute goal and extra time. It's beautiful. They don't stop. And for me, in the finals, they are going to play exactly the same game. Whoever they play against, if it's PSG or Arsenal, to me, if it's PSG, it's going to be a back and forth. We're getting fast, you're getting fast. If it's Arsenal, I think Arsenal will have to play technical. Arsenal will have to play football. Arsenal cannot play the way they are going to play. It's not going to make any sense. And I'm telling you that now. Arsenal will have to play football against Inter Milan. They'll have to play football. They'll have to play. Well, you're not going to get that ball off me. You come for the ball's already gone. That's the game they're going to play. Against PSG, they can afford to play, let's go. I'm going forward, you're going forward. You're going fast, I'm going fast. We're both, it's going to be tick-tick-tack. It's going to be, I'm bullying you, it's going to be, we all bully each other. Because I think there's a few players that have come from, and maybe one or two players that have gone from Barcelona to PSG. I think two. So they're going to be definitely meeting old teammates. So they know how, I know how he plays. Oh, I know how he plays. I know what he's going to do. So they're familiar with each other, 100%. Champions League is tricky because you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know who's going to win. You don't know who's going to get there. You don't know who's going to get to the finals. You think these people are going to get to the finals, and out of nowhere, the whole game plan has changed. This game was a beautiful game. This game was one of them games that you want to rewatch. As a player, you can afford to rewatch. Especially if you're going to be in a final, you should rewatch as a player. You rewatch to say, okay, guys, we need to make sure we do this different. Whatever opponents we come against, And well done to Barcelona. I think Barcelona can go back to La Liga and play even stronger. They should learn from this game and say to themselves, we're stronger. We're a better team. We've come from a long way. Inter Milan, a great team, a better team, come from a long way. So I want to say, with my prediction with no conviction, I would say Inter Milan and PSG. But with conviction in my prediction, I would say Arsenal and Inter Milan. That would be that would be the conviction of who I will pick to be in the finals, to say, and I am with confidence to say Arsenal and Inter Milan. But what a beautiful game. It's me, Frank Peters. I hope you enjoyed this meeting that we have. I hope you enjoyed this game. Well done to Inter Milan. Well done to Barcelona. What a beautiful game. There's no other way you can actually put this game in. Football continues. Football continues. Football continues. And I also want to say one more thing before I leave. I've been saying, and I'm not saying it in one of my videos, that Cristiano Ronaldo will not retire football until he plays with his son for Portugal. Now, I said it here, and I'm going to say, and I think in one of my other videos I've said it before, but I'm going to say it again. He will not retire until he plays football in the same team as his son. But getting back to this, well done to Barcelona, well done to PSG. You know, football's almost over, but it's still coming on. I'm going to still do more football videos. I'm going to still do a lot of videos about football throughout the summer, throughout the end of the season, and to look back. But it's me, Frank Peters, and I'll see you on the next one.